Did you know that one of the biggest mistakes people make when their creatinine becomes high is not that they are eating too much food, but that they continue eating the same foods that silently place pressure on the kidneys every single day? Most people see a high creatinine number on a lab report and instantly panic. They start drinking strange kidney cleanses, forcing too much water, removing random foods, or looking for one miracle food that will flush creatinine overnight. But here is the truth almost nobody explains clearly. Creatinine does not usually rise because of one meal, and it does not usually improve because of one magic food. It changes when the daily pressure on your kidneys begins to change. And that is where food becomes powerful. No food can cure kidney disease. No food can replace your doctor, your tests, or your medications. But the right foods, eaten consistently, may help support kidney function, reduce sodium load, support blood pressure, calm inflammation, improve blood sugar control, and make your kidneys work in a cleaner environment. I have seen people come in terrified after one lab report. They say, "Doctor, what can I eat now? Do I have to give up everything? Do I have to live on plain rice and boiled vegetables?" And the answer is no. You do not need fear-based eating. You need kidney-smart eating. So in this video, Dr. Arthur Mark is going to walk you through 10 of the best foods to eat if you want to lower creatinine naturally, support your kidneys, and make your meals work for your body instead of against it. Before I get into the first one, do me a quick favor. If you want more videos that explain what your body is doing and how to support the root of the problem instead of just chasing symptoms, hit subscribe, give this video a like, and leave me a comment telling me your latest creatinine number if you know it. I read those comments, and they help me know what kidney topics to explain next. So let us get into it. Here's what many people are never told in a rushed office visit. Creatinine is a waste product that comes from normal muscle activity and protein metabolism. Your kidneys are supposed to filter it out of the blood. So when creatinine rises, the question is not just, what food lowers creatinine? The better question is, what is making the kidneys work harder? And what can we remove or replace to reduce that pressure? Because kidneys are affected by more than one thing. High blood pressure strains them. High blood sugar damages the tiny filters. Too much sodium can increase fluid pressure. Processed foods can bring hidden phosphorus additives. Chronic inflammation makes the whole system noisier. And the wrong protein pattern can add more waste for kidneys to clear. Food is not just calories. Food is information. Certain foods reduce sodium. Certain foods support blood vessels. Certain foods help control blood sugar. Certain foods give flavor without salt. Certain foods give cleaner protein. And certain foods replace the processed foods that were quietly hurting you. Every food on this list does at least one of those jobs. Several of them do more than one. You do not need to start all 10 at once. Add them in, stack them slowly, and let them work together. And if you already have chronic kidney disease, high potassium, high phosphorus, swelling, or you are on dialysis, follow your doctor or renal dietitian, because kidney diets must match your lab results. The first food is cauliflower. And I want to start here because cauliflower is one of the easiest kidney-smart swaps you can make today. Many people with high creatinine still eat large portions of potatoes, salty fries, heavy rice plates, or processed side dishes every night. Then they wonder why their blood pressure stays high and their kidneys keep struggling. Cauliflower gives you a lighter option. It is naturally low in sodium, easy to prepare, and can replace foods that often come with too much starch, too much salt, or too many heavy toppings. Cauliflower gives you fiber, vitamin C, and plant compounds that may help support inflammation balance. But the real benefit is what it can replace. Mashed cauliflower can replace mashed potatoes. Cauliflower rice can replace a large bowl of white rice. Roasted cauliflower can replace salty snacks or heavy sides. Use it steamed, mashed, or roasted with garlic, black pepper, lemon, and a small amount of olive oil. Do not cover it with processed cheese or salty sauces. Let it stay simple. If your kidneys are under stress, simple food repeated consistently can become powerful. Number 2 is cabbage. And this is one of the most underrated foods for kidney support because it is cheap, filling, and easy to use. Cabbage gives you fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, and sulfur-containing compounds that may support the body's natural repair and detoxification systems. Now let me be clear. Cabbage does not detox your kidneys like a miracle cleanse. Your kidneys do not need internet cleanses. They need less pressure, better blood flow, better blood sugar, and cleaner food. Cabbage helps because it fills the plate without bringing a heavy sodium load when you prepare it the right way. That matters because many people over 60 start relying on packaged foods, canned soups, deli meats, salty breads, and frozen dinners because they are quick. The kidneys pay for that convenience. You can make a cabbage salad with vinegar and olive oil, sauté it lightly with onion and garlic, add it to soups, or use cabbage leaves as wraps instead of bread. Just do not drown it in salty dressing, bacon, sausage, or processed sauces. The goal is to make the meal lighter on the kidneys, not just healthier looking. Number 3 is red bell peppers. And if you are trying to protect your kidneys, you must learn how to make food taste good without depending on salt. That is where red bell peppers come in. They bring color, crunch, natural sweetness, vitamin C, antioxidants, and strong flavor. One of the reasons people fail on kidney-friendly eating is because they are told to cut salt, but nobody teaches them how to replace flavor. So they eat bland food for 3 days and then run back to salty meals. Red bell peppers help you stay consistent. Add them to egg whites, salads, cauliflower rice, cabbage bowls, soups, or roasted vegetable plates. They make food feel alive again, and when food tastes good, you repeat it. Think of someone who has been told their creatinine is creeping up and their blood pressure is too high. They know they need less sodium, but everything without salt tastes flat. Red bell peppers, garlic, lemon, onion, black pepper, and herbs can change that. You are not just eating vegetables. You are building a new flavor system that protects your kidneys. Number 4 is blueberries. And this is where people often get confused because they hear fruit and immediately think sugar. But blueberries are not the same as juice, candy, or dessert. Blueberries come with fiber, water, and plant compounds called anthocyanins. These are the deep-colored antioxidants that may help support healthier blood vessels and lower oxidative stress. That matters because kidneys are full of tiny blood vessels. When blood pressure, blood sugar, and inflammation stay high for years, those tiny filters can suffer. A small handful of blueberries can satisfy the desire for something sweet without pushing you toward cookies, cakes, or sugary cereal. The portion still matters, especially if you have diabetes, but a small serving used wisely can be a much better choice than processed sweets. Add blueberries to plain yogurt if your diet allows it, sprinkle them over oatmeal in the right portion, or eat them with a balanced snack. Do not drink blueberry juice. Juice removes the slow digestion benefit and can hit the bloodstream much faster. Whole blueberries are the better move. Number 5 is apples. Simple, familiar, and more useful than most people realize. Apples contain soluble fiber, especially pectin, which helps slow digestion and may support better blood sugar and cholesterol control. And that matters because blood sugar and cholesterol are not separate from kidney health. The kidneys are blood vessel organs. Anything that injures blood vessels can make kidney filtration harder over time. Apples are also powerful because they replace worse snacks. Many people with kidney concerns are not damaging their kidneys with one dramatic food. They are doing it with small, repeated choices. Chips, crackers, biscuits, processed bars, salty snacks, sweet snacks. A little here, a little there, every day. An apple can interrupt that pattern. Eat a whole apple, not apple juice. Slice it with cinnamon. Pair it with a kidney-appropriate protein if your diet allows it. Use it when you normally reach for something packaged. That one swap does not look dramatic, but repeated every afternoon, it changes the load your body has to manage. Number 6 is garlic. And this may be one of the most important foods on this list because garlic helps solve the salt problem. When creatinine is high, you have to think about pressure. Pressure in the blood vessels. Pressure from fluid. Pressure from high blood pressure. And sodium is one of the biggest drivers of that pressure for many people. But the reason people keep eating salt is not always because they love salt. It is because they want flavor. Garlic gives flavor, real flavor, strong flavor, satisfying flavor. Fresh garlic with onion, lemon, vinegar, herbs, black pepper, and olive oil can make kidney-friendly food taste good enough to keep eating. Garlic also contains sulfur compounds and antioxidants that may support heart and blood vessel health. And kidney health and heart health are closely connected. The same blood pressure that strains the heart can strain the kidneys. Use garlic in vegetables, fish, egg whites, soups, cauliflower, cabbage, or homemade dressings. But be careful. Garlic is not the same as garlic salt. Garlic salt brings sodium right back into the meal. Use real garlic. Number 7 is extra virgin olive oil. And this is one of the best fats to use when you are trying to build kidney-conscious meals. Extra virgin olive oil gives you monounsaturated fats and polyphenols that may help support inflammation balance and blood vessel health. It has no sodium, no potassium, and no phosphorus, which makes it useful in many kidney-friendly meal patterns. But the real power is how it changes the meal. Olive oil makes vegetables satisfying. It helps cabbage, cauliflower, peppers, and salads feel like real food, not punishment. It can replace butter, heavy sauces, fried oils, and processed dressings that bring extra sodium or poor quality fats. Use a small amount. 1 or 2 teaspoons can be enough. Mix it with lemon, vinegar, garlic, and herbs for a simple dressing. Drizzle it on roasted vegetables. Use it to make kidney-smart food repeatable. Because the meal you can repeat is the meal that changes your health. Number 8 is egg whites. And this one needs a careful explanation because protein is where many people with kidney concerns become confused. Your body needs protein. Your muscles need it. Your immune system needs it. Your healing system needs it. But if kidney function is reduced, too much protein, especially the wrong protein pattern, may create more waste for the kidneys to clear. The answer is not to eliminate protein on your own. The answer is to get the right amount and the right kind for your condition. Egg whites are useful because they provide high-quality protein without the phosphorus load found in egg yolks. For many kidney-conscious diets, egg whites can be a cleaner option than bacon, sausage, deli meat, processed meat, or salty breakfast foods. After 60, this matters even more because cutting protein too aggressively can make you weaker. Your legs feel less steady, you lose muscle, you move less. And that creates another health problem. Egg whites can help some people stay nourished while keeping the meal lighter for the kidneys. Try an egg white scramble with red bell peppers, onions, garlic, and herbs. Keep the salt low. Avoid processed cheese and salty meats. This is not starvation, this is precision. Number 9 is fish, especially salmon, sardines, or other omega-3 rich fish when it fits your kidney plan. Fish is protein, so the portion matters. If you have chronic kidney disease, your protein needs depend on your stage, your labs, and whether you are on dialysis. So do not hear this as permission to eat unlimited fish. Hear it as a smarter replacement. Omega-3 rich fish provides EPA and DHA, fats that may help support inflammation balance, blood vessel health, and heart health. And that matters because kidney problems often travel with blood pressure problems, diabetes, cholesterol issues, and cardiovascular risk. The goal is to replace worse proteins. Baked fish instead of fried chicken. Salmon instead of processed meat. Sardines instead of salty takeout, if they fit your sodium plan. Keep it clean. No salty breading, no deep frying, no heavy processed sauces. A small piece of baked fish with cauliflower, cabbage, garlic, olive oil, and red peppers is a very different kidney signal than fried food with salty sides. Number 10 is cranberries. And I want to end the list here because cranberries are often misunderstood. I am not talking about cranberry juice cocktail loaded with sugar. That is not what your kidneys need, especially if you have diabetes or insulin resistance. I am talking about real cranberries, unsweetened cranberries, or no sugar-added cranberry used wisely. Cranberries contain plant compounds called proanthocyanidins, which are often discussed for urinary tract support. And urinary tract health matters because infections, dehydration, and inflammation can put extra stress on the kidneys, especially as you get older. Use cranberries carefully. Add a small amount of unsweetened cranberries to oatmeal if it fits your plan, or make a simple homemade cranberry sauce without sugar, or choose no sugar-added options. If you take blood thinners or have medication concerns, ask your doctor first, because cranberries are not right for everyone. So far, every food on this list has done one of the same jobs: lower the sodium load, support blood vessels, reduce inflammatory stress, improve blood sugar control, replace processed foods, improve flavor without salt, or provide cleaner protein in the right portion. That is why this works better than chasing random kidney remedies. This is a strategy, not a list. Here's the mistake I see people make. They buy the right foods, but they keep putting them in the wrong meals. They eat blueberries on sugary cereal. They cook cabbage with sausage and salt. They roast cauliflower but cover it in processed cheese. They eat fish, but it is fried and salty. They use garlic, but it is garlic salt. Then they say the food did not help. The food is not the problem. The context is. These foods work best when they replace what was stressing your kidneys in the first place. Cauliflower instead of salty potatoes. Cabbage instead of processed sides. Red peppers instead of salty sauces. Blueberries instead of dessert. Apples instead of packaged snacks. Garlic instead of salt. Olive oil instead of heavy processed dressing. Egg whites instead of processed breakfast meat. Fish instead of fried takeout. Cranberries instead of sugary drinks. Let me tell you about someone I will call Michael. He was 62, working long hours, eating restaurant food several times a week, and waking up tired even after a full night of sleep. His creatinine had climbed, his eGFR had dropped, and he felt scared because he thought kidney-friendly eating meant giving up everything. We did not do that. We changed the pattern. Breakfast became egg whites with peppers and garlic instead of processed meat. Lunch became cabbage and apple salad with olive oil and vinegar instead of deli meat and chips. Dinner became baked fish with cauliflower instead of takeout. Blueberries replaced the cookies he ate at night. Salt came down. Processed foods came down. His meals became cleaner. Within weeks, his blood pressure readings looked better. His swelling felt less noticeable. His energy improved. His kidney labs did not become perfect overnight, and nobody promised him they would. But working with his medical team, he finally felt like he had a plan. What made the difference was not punishment. It was giving his kidneys fewer problems to fight every day. Before I give you the practical plan for tonight, I need to draw one important line. If your creatinine is high, do not treat it casually. You need to know your eGFR, urine albumin, potassium, phosphorus, blood pressure, blood sugar, and kidney stage if you have chronic kidney disease. If you are on dialysis, your diet may be very different. If your potassium is high, some healthy foods may not be safe for you. This is why a renal dietitian can be so valuable. Do not stop medications. Do not force extreme water intake. Do not take random kidney cleanses. Use food as support, not as a substitute for medical care. So here is what to do next. Tomorrow morning, replace a salty processed breakfast with egg whites, red bell peppers, onions, garlic, and a small amount of olive oil. At lunch, build a cabbage-based salad with apple slices, vinegar, herbs, and olive oil, instead of deli meat and chips. At dinner, replace the heavy starch with cauliflower and add a small portion of fish if it fits your protein plan. For a snack, use a small handful of blueberries or apple slices instead of biscuits, crackers, or chips. And this week, remove one processed food you eat often. Just one. The salty soup, the deli meat, the instant noodles, the packaged snack. Replace it with one food from this list. You are not trying to become perfect. You are trying to make the daily burden on your kidneys lighter. And once that starts happening, many people feel less out of control. The lab report becomes less terrifying because they finally understand what they are working on. Food stops feeling like the enemy. And that matters because fear does not heal the body. Clear action does. Now, everything we covered today is about supporting your kidneys through food. But many people tell Dr. Arthur Mark the same confusing thing. My creatinine is high, but I do not feel sick. I still urinate. I still work. So how can my kidneys be struggling? There is a reason kidney problems can stay silent for so long. And there are warning signs most people miss because they blame aging, diabetes, dehydration, or fatigue. That is why I made another video breaking down the warning signs your kidneys may be struggling before it becomes an emergency. Watch that one next, because when it comes to kidney health, the most dangerous mistake is waiting until you feel sick to take it seriously. And remember this, your creatinine number is not your identity. It is information. It is feedback. It is your body asking for attention. Start with one meal. Start with one swap. Start today.